Hello everybody, you're here with Cotour Beauty with your host Claudia Lara. Thank you very much for tuning in. So today I'm going to continue in the trend that I've been, which is sort of a BB creams or natural sort of light moisturizer creams. And so here's my beautiful cat Max, Maximiliano. I guess he is not courteous to give us his face, maybe in a little bit, but at least he's accompanying us. So today we're gonna be talking about this CC Cover and Corrected Moisturizer that I've been seeing quite a bit for a long time. And this is the LUNE+ASTER. I don't know how else you call it. I don't know if you heard of it. I know it's been around for a while, and it's supposed to be very good for your skin. It has SPF, and obviously it's protect and go. That's what they say, normal to dry skin, medium coverage. So there you go. I'm being curious. Finally, I ordered. It's not inexpensive, but it's not super expensive either. It says helps prevent sunburn, is used directly with other sun protection measures, etc. So I will be featuring this, but also I'll be featuring some Victoria Beckham products. I did order her new eye brightening liner and some of other goodies from her. So I'm gonna be putting them all on my face. If you wanna see any of those, please keep on watching. So one of the things that I don't like about all these CC creams, I mean, look how I start with what I don't like, but one of the things is, and probably most of you do like, is the SPF, right? The sun protection. Of course, I like sun protection, but for some reason, any of the suntan lotions sort of bother me. I mean, I just get very itchy, or I feel it on my face, or something. So I used to be where they added, especially with my former favorite foundation, Dior Forever, they always had like a SPF 20, SPF 25, and I always appreciated it. It never seemed to bother me. I mean, even the primers, I have some primers that have it, and I was fine with that. It's later on when they started emphasizing on this SPF and they started adding too much, in my opinion. I know some of you sometimes say, I prefer they put more, why just a little? So I guess they can never make us all happy, but somehow it bothers me. Here I am rambling, but this one has octinoxate 7.5, octisalate 5%, oxybenzone 3%, and titanium dioxide 6.6. I don't know much about ingredients, but I think the titanium dioxide is one, or the one with zinc. There's ones that are supposed to be more natural than others, less damaging to the skin, but it is the ones that bother me the most. So we'll see. Rambling to that part. So this is what came, and this is color Fair. I have no clue if this will work or not, but we will have a try. They do have other colors as well, so there's some variety. There you go. So we're just gonna try it. And I'm gonna apply it as a moisturizer with my fingers because I found that with this tinted moisturizers, this is the preferred method. I don't know, I have said before that kind of the finger warmth or the fingerprint or makes the best. Feels delicious on my skin. Let me see, let me look at myself in a mirror. I just applied on half of my face, as you observe. It does have a little bit of a smell, and I am feeling as if I was in the pool applying my suntan lotion. Now that could be a good thing. Well, you see, this is with and this is without. Now let me just add a little bit more right in the corners and under my eyes, which is where most of my purple or redness is. And if you saw my video, I tried yesterday the Arborian and I tried the IT CC Cream. And they feel a little lighter than this. This one is feeling, first of all, is that smell that I feel I'm in the pool. I mean, that could be a good thing. Reminds you of vacation. To me, it reminds me of a little uncomfortness. But it's not that I'm feeling uncomfortable. But I can barely see it. I mean, this is with that. I don't see a big difference. Perhaps a little bit. Well, let's continue and we'll see how it feels with the more products I will be applying. This is supposed to be for, you just want nice and easy. Just protect and go like it says in the box. Something that moisturizes you, something that protects you from the sun. Perhaps that it takes a little discoloration out, some of the redness. Now, how is the color looking? What do you guys think? I'm not feeling darker, so that's a good thing. But, so this is nice, I think, for every day or for just put and go. I'm not very big on SPF. So it's not like I'm like, oh yeah, I have SPF on, so that's all I needed. I usually don't wear it, but as you can see for my fairness, it's not like I spend a lot of time in the sun either. So my skin feels very moist, so that's a nice thing. Now, it's not giving me a glow or, you know, light from within or any of those things that I usually look for something I apply in my face for foundation purposes. I would have to say it has a little tiny bit of color, not necessarily on the direction that I prefer. I prefer a little cooler or whiter. If you've been with me, you know this, but it doesn't bother me either. Just give me this mature vibe. You know, I feel like, yeah, I finally became a woman, and, you know, one of those over 50 women that don't care much and they just want nice and easy, and they just apply their cream and protection and they're good to go. And some gloss. Is that stereotyping? But that's how I feel. And perhaps I reached that age because it's nice and easy. So let's continue, because so much, this is very basic and not necessarily feeling youthful by wearing it. You know, like I would with my #1, the Chanel, which is new, which is also clean beauty, easy to apply, sort of moisturizing. This feels a little more moisturizing, and this has the SPF, but it gives me that older generation vibe, which, yes, I am there, but we don't have to act like that necessarily, right? All right, so let's continue. So one of the things that I ordered together with the eye brightening from Victoria Beckham, I was very excited about this because, if you know, I have all her eyeliner collection. Not that it's necessary, not that I have wear all of them yet, or that I use them every day, but I felt good having the full collection and the variety, and I'm always finding something there. So when she came out with this new one, eye brightening pencil, I was very happy to get it for that reason. I do own others. What are the benefits of having a good quality eye brightening? Several things. You put it on the waterline most of the time. I say most of the time because not all the time. I mean, I've seen some Natasha Denona and new looks that kind of line over here with that neutral liner, etc., which I think could be a nice trend, a good thing. I'm not gonna do that today. I'm not feeling that adventurous today. I mean, you probably gathered that by how I started with the CC Cream. I think that's sort of safe, down to earth, every day. But here it is, the eye brightening thing. Of course, you can use eye drops that make your white inside super clear and crisp. Well, that's the brightening eye. The next thing, and I will finish a little bit more on my eye, but I just wanted you to see it. It's lovely. And I do own some inexpensive and some expensive. If you watch my last video, I showcased and compared this one with the Chantecaille, which is a little pinkier. This is a little more yellow. Today, I'm just gonna use this, but I have several, like I have one from Pixie, which is a drugstore, sort of. Let me just see what difference it says in color. This is the Pixie, this is the Victoria Beckham. So it seems Victoria Beckham is still a little more beige. I have some Charlotte Tilbury, which this could be used for that, but it has a little more metallic and highlight. This is the Victoria Beckham, this is Pixie. This is the Charlotte Tilbury in the duo. Milk is a little more just matte, basic. I'm not gonna start pulling, so I have several. And it's very hard to find one that you really, really like. I think the one that I mostly used was very white, like white, not a little yellowish, but white. And I used to use it a lot with blue. This is back on the day. But I really like this one, and I like that Victoria Beckham takes care of what she puts in her products, and she stands behind it because she's a public figure. So I do trust this one. We'll see, but I've worn it for 2 days straight, and it hasn't irritated my eyes at all. So that's a great thing, right? All right, so let's continue. Another thing that I ordered from her, because I really enjoy her lipsticks, I ordered the color Pout. Now, I have her lip liner, which I really recommend her lip liner. Really love it. I have it in number 3. And she suggested this lipstick, Pout, with different lip liners. Well, I should wear it first so you see the actual color. And I guess it shifts a little bit the color of the lipstick according to the lip liner. We all know this. So she suggested with number 3. I haven't tried with it. I have tried the lipstick. Let's see here for you guys. So that's the bottom lip only. It's almost my lips, but it brings a little nectarine pinkish sort of color. Nectarine, because even though it's pinkish, but it has this nectarine sort of thing that I keep seeing nowadays on most lip products. Now I'm gonna apply the lip liner on top and bottom, and then I'll finish applying my lipstick. Look how beautiful this lip liner is. So this is number 3. And now I'm gonna finish applying the lipstick. Look at the difference that it makes. And of course, on the top, I apply the lip liner first, then the lipstick, and on the bottom, I apply the lipstick and then the lip liner. I guess, and the bottom is a little more predominant, which is nice because it makes my poop a little more poop. But this color, I found it very nice, very light, but it does something. It does pick me up a tiny bit, even though it's so nude. And I usually don't do well with just nudes. So I got this. The other thing I got, and I was very in the fence, is the blush. Oh, let me just swatch the lipstick for you. And it's right next to a boo-boo. So forget my boo-boo. This is my boo-boo. That's the lipstick. A little bit in the orangey. You guys a little tired of that, but you see how different that looks from my lips. And my lips is almost barely there and a little more pinkish than actually the swatch, which is very interesting. So the blush that I got, this is the first blush that I bought from her collection. I was very curious. And I was in between one that is very pinkish or this one. This one is Rollerskate. Now, the reason I got this, apparently, I'm gonna show it to you because it's kind of fluorescent and it's kind of unique. but it described it that this was inspired by her daughter roller skating inside her room or something. So she intended this from the start to be very youthful or younger. And here it is. That's this one. And yes, it is. It reminds me of Lisa Eldridge Rainbow Skill Lipstick. You know, is that kind of neon or fluorescent sort of tendencies. Not necessarily that it will go very well with me. I can definitely pull it off and it really picks me up and I like that. But I like it more on top of another kind of rosier all over my cheek, and then this just to lift me up or lift the look up. But this is the only blush that I have from Victoria Beckham, so now I'm very tempted to go back and order the one that I thought, oh, that's very pinky, normal looking, and I think I could pair both because the pinkish will kind of give me a flush, but not enough pick me up, and then a little bit of this, boom. However, I think I wanted to show you here by itself is also very, very pretty. This is without, look how boom. I mean, that CC cream really gives you a white canvas. But look how beautiful. Very beautiful. I mean, you can use it on your own, like I just said, but I do feel I'm missing a little complexity to the cheek. And I think using two will do the trick. And of course, perhaps if I just put a little bit of bronzing, right? I mean, I haven't bronzed either. But look how beautiful, wow. So what I'm learning about this brand, because I do have just one of her eyeshadow bricks. She called them bricks, I think. And I bought the Signature, which is the most neutral. There's this whole thing behind it. It's almost like looks vintage or powdery, or it's almost like not there, but there. I don't know, there's a whole feeling with it. And I'm not so sure I love it, but I attracted to it. It's almost like I'm addicted to it. I want it to work and I still working with it. But look how beautiful. I mean, even this, and you always feel with this brand, like, like fixing it like this, like making it like it's there, but not there. I don't know, there's something to it. I'm just gonna add some of the lips on my cheeks because it has that pinkish, and because perhaps that will give the enough complexity that I am thriving. Right? You see how it starts looking? Oh, so delicious. So those are the items that I got, those three: the brightening eyeliner, the lips, and the blush. And of course, I just used one of her lip liners. Let's do, this has been a favorite eyeliner, and I think it was sold out and it just got back on stock, which is the Sea Gray. So this is Sea Gray. Beautiful, beautiful eyeliner. So we're gonna apply this. This is absolutely gorgeous. And if you don't know about the Victoria Beckham eyeliners, which are favorite in YouTube too, I think for most, everybody loves the color Cocoa. But given that this has been sold out, I guess Sea Gray will be another favorite. I don't hear people talk about this one that much, but I know it was sold out. So, and I love it. I love it because it's not blue and it's not a boring gray. It just comes alive, I guess, because of the metallic, or has a little green, and it goes with blue eyes. It will go with green eyes. It will go with brown eyes. So this is beautiful. And now with the eye brightening, I think it totally makes a look. So I'm gonna apply mascara and I will be right back. I'm gonna be using the Westman Atelier again. I said yesterday that this is a clean beauty mascara. I'm gonna show you how beautiful the eyelashes look. Yesterday I tried only on the top, trying to see if it would not flake and give me a shadow underneath, and it worked. If you don't apply the mascara on the bottom lashes, you will not get that black thing or flakiness. Now today I'm gonna try just a tiny bit, and I'm being very careful not to touch, not to put a lot on the bottom, just to see if I can get away with it. Putting just a tiny little bit on the bottom, but and not have the black shade that has happened in the past or flaking. And I'm gonna use a little bit of Westman Atelier eyebrow. I love this formula. This is in color Clay, but I think this color is a little too light for me, or too brown, warm. So I will be ordering the next one up, which is more for brunettes. And I'll see if that color works better for me, but I love the formula. I mean, in 2 seconds, you can really make something happen with your eyebrows. And yes, they're a little uneven. Give me a second. All right, I'm back. So beautiful eyelashes, beautiful eyebrows, gel. Of course, if I was like super good at it. But they look nice. So here's a look, very natural, very mature, if you ask me. It's just beautiful and very, very simple. I took here a while with you, but yeah, you could do this in 5 minutes. And last, before I tell you my final thoughts on the CC Cream, I wanted to show you my nail polish. What do you think of this white? This is not the whiteness, but one of you mentioned that there is a brand where it's nail polish, but it looks like gel, like you did gel, but without the machine and without the actual gel polish. So I didn't remember what the brand is. I'm gonna check the comment, but I did go to a drugstore and I did find these Essies. And apparently you put this 2 coats of the nail polish and then you put this as a top coat, and it makes them look like this, which they do look like if I had done gel. So of course I did it myself. I'm not the best doing, but I did it. And so far I like them. I will let you know if it lasts longer than a regular nail polish, which is what they say it would do. So I'll let you know, but I did them last night, so we'll see how long they last. And I like this sort of color. It's growing on me. I live in Miami, what can I tell you? So, all right. As far as the foundation goes, the CC Cream, so far I like it. It doesn't give me that glowy look, but it gives me a nice normal look like most CC creams. It just makes my skin feel moisturized. I don't think it blurred. I don't think it's doing, it did cover some of the red. It's not wowing me. Makes the job done. Protect and go, yes. Moisturize, yes. We'll see how it goes the rest of the day. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Please ring the bell in the right-hand corner. Please comment down below. Thank you very much for watching and being here with me, and I will see you soon. Bye.